YouTube, we're talking college sports in the Deep South where college football is king, and on the plains of Auburn, the battle cry is War Damn Eagle. Once again, it's Kennard Vernon Stewart here, the podcast talking Auburn football like nobody else will. Go ahead and like this video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle. All right, week 4 of the college football season. Auburn is getting ready to head down to College Station after a very, very pivotal game against Kent State. Now, a lot of folks are thinking, well, it was just Kent State. No, it wasn't just Kent State. It allowed Auburn the opportunity to start to see what this particular offense can look like, to start to feel what the offense looked like. Because if you're going to be successful at anything, you have to experience it first. And I think for Auburn to look at the stat pad, and to be able to see that, hey, we rolled up 400 and something yards on this team. We rolled up 600 yards on this team. And also looking at it on defense after surrendering 4 straight third down conversions, finishing that game off 4 for 14 on third down conversions, continuing that great trend of getting teams off the field. I think that's a good thing for the Auburn Tigers. Also, to start to see what Joey Gatewood looks like. I really was impressed, and I was a little more impressed than I thought I would be with what Joey Gatewood could potentially bring to the table. And equally, I like what Bo Nix brings to the table. He's starting to connect on some of those passes. He's still missing some, but I like the fact that Bo Nix got involved with the run-pass option. I like the fact that the offensive line did get a little bit more push. Gus Malzahn made a special effort to start to get the football going running-wise outside of, the A and B gaps where it just wasn't happening. Very interesting that Prince Tega Wanagu was not a starter in this particular football game. But a lot of nice takeaways from this Auburn versus Kent State game. Even saw Anthony Schwartz actually catch the football with a dang sling on his hand. I think he's going to be a very nice addition. Seth Williams did not play at all in this game, and the offense still continued to roll. Also, Derek Brown out for most of the game. Very encouraging, guys, to see the defense still play at a high level, even without All-American Derek Brown in the football game. This guy's projected to be one of the top defensive linemen taken in the draft, but if you look at what teams are trying to do to Derek Brown with the double teams and things of that nature, you just really have to have a supplement for Derek Brown, and it will start to get discouraging if Derek Brown is not able to have that level of effectiveness that he wants to have, especially you starting to get double team, triple team, things of that nature, and show some different looks on video footage of different guys that you have to diversify your blocking schemes for. And that's why having a guy like Derek Brown, kind of rest and see what some other guys can do, because I saw Derek Hall out there. I saw a lot of other reserves out there for the Auburn Tigers that really, really got some very, very significant game reps in this particular matchup against Kent State. Heading towards now down to Texas A&M, where Auburn has never lost before. As a matter of fact, in this particular rivalry, since Texas A&M has entered the SEC back in 2012, usually the away team wins. Auburn actually ended that particular trend. Auburn actually ended that particular trend on last year, as for the first time in the series, the home team actually won in a very unlikely fashion, by the way. Auburn actually had no business winning that game. Texas A&M dominated for the most part in that particular football game. So just some interesting takeaways that I had from the Auburn versus Kent State game. Left that game, kind of saw a much more confident bunch. Got some guys, some touches. Sean Shivers was starting to get a little bit more active. Boobie Whitlow had a great game, and it was really encouraging when you talk about ball distribution, where you had 3 guys on Auburn's football team that had 100-plus yards. You're talking Joey Gatewood, Boobie Whitlow, and Sean Shivers with 100 yards on yesterday. Big shout out to the Auburn Tigers' 55-16 win over Kent State out of Ohio. I'll say this. For Kent State, I really like the game plan. I like the energy, and I like where that program could be potentially headed. They came to Auburn. They weren't scared at all. Nice to see Woody Barrett reunite with his teammates. Woody Barrett, of course, the 4-star recruit out of Florida, highly regarded recruit. It's nice to see him reunite with his teammates, former teammates, in Jordan-Hare Stadium. Very nice gesture for those guys to embrace him as he makes his return to Jordan-Hare Stadium. Go ahead and like this video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We definitely have some more content to come. This is the Week 4 SEC opener against Texas A&M. Just reflecting on the Kent State football game. Like this video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's always great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle.